Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really, I don't know, to me, man, that's what like life is all about. It's almost bringing me, it's emotional. It's bringing me to tears almost. I mean, that's such a beautiful story. Like the role of mentors, I think is so huge. There's always like a couple of people in everyone's life, if you're open to it and your eyes are open to it and your consciousness is open to it, that can really like move your life in not in like the right direction or in a direction, you know, that's going to make allow you to have progress.
Yeah.
This gentleman, what was his name? Your art teacher,
Mr. Harper.
Mr. Harper. So Mr. Harper, I guess you didn't get into the high school that you wanted to go to, but he said, "Hey, listen, let me help you put your portfolio together, and this is how you do it." He kind of took you under his wing and mentored you,
Yeah.
and he like helped you. It sounds like he helped you put your portfolio together. It's kind of like your first real, well, maybe not your first mentor, maybe the drug dealer with the graffiti was your first art mentor, but maybe this was your second mentor. So he's
Yeah.
like, "This is how you do it, and I'm going to help you get into this school." And then you reapplied and you got in, right?
Yeah. 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 I told him yo, I didn't want to be here. But I didn't even know that school Gompers would have such a great art class, because it's like it shut down right now. Like it shut down the next year because the graduation rate and the overall school grade had an F, and it closed down with like four other schools that year. And the attendance rate was low, and the violence was high. It was just bad. So I wasn't expecting them to even have a great art class, and so when I met the teacher, I was like, oh my god, I love this class. I learned about stuff that I never even knew about. Like I remember the first lesson he showed like a documentary on the first lesson was actually on graffiti. That's It's funny, and he showed a documentary on Keith Haring, and I remember the moment where he goes, it showed, like it said Keith Haring went to the School of Visual Arts, and it showed the school, and the teacher goes, oh yeah, so this is where I went, right? And I was just like, holy, like this guy is like famous. Like how did Keith Haring, who's super famous, went to this school, and this guy in front of me went there? Like, all right, I gotta listen to him. Like he knows what he's talking about. And then he showed us like his drawings, and I was just like, I never met somebody like this in my life. Like if I gotta focus on, because I already loved it, so it was just natural. I'm like, I gotta focus on this. And so I told him, I was like, I came up to him after class. I'm like, hey, I didn't want to be in this school. I wanted to go to actually apply to the High School of Art and Design. I didn't get it accepted. And I showed him my portfolio, and he was like, oh yeah, we got to work on this. Like, he's like, don't worry, all year we're gonna have lessons. You can come after school. I'll get you together. You could, he's like, you could reapply because you could only get in as a ninth grader and a 10th grader. He's like, 10th grade, we'll get you in. We're gonna work on this. Like we had like 6 months or something, and then we like do, and then I had to do another audition. And
Wow.
yeah.
Are you still in touch with him?
Yeah, he actually, I had him on Facebook for years, and then he had deleted his Facebook. I don't know what happened. So we lost touch like for like 4 or 5 years. But recently he got on Instagram and hit me up, maybe like 5 months ago or something. So we've been in touch now, and he's super proud. Yeah, he told me, because I reminded him that because he's like, yo, he's like, you're killing it. I can't believe this. Like, I remember you were just a young hungry kid in the South Bronx, and I can't believe you took it to this level. And I told him like, yo, don't forget that I got it from you, because he, not only that, would I have never made it into art and design without him. Like that's 100% fact. There's no way, because I would have never did practice the portraits and the still lives, and or who knows if I would have. But he like sat down. Well, everybody had to sit down for an hour and draw during the class, or 45 minutes or whatever that class was. But he like gave me extra attention. I came after school, and he focused on me, like, all right, you're gonna, this is what they want to see for your portfolio. They want to see this, they want to see that. And he would like show me because other kids weren't even interested like that. So he would like sit down with me, show me like, all right, this is a sphere. The reason why the shadows go gradually into the lights is because it's a round ball. This is how you create form. This is how you cross hatch. This is how you, and I was just so fascinated by it, and I just followed everything he said. But what I was gonna say is, I told him like, don't forget who showed me the subway sketches, because he showed me his sketchbook of of him in. I think I told him like, yo, I want to see your sketches of you when you were in college, cause I knew he was great. Like, I think he was like 40. I knew he was great as a grown man. I was like, I want to see you as like a student, like my age or something, to be inspired, or see what I'm supposed to do. And he came the next day. He was like, yo, Devon, you said you wanted to see my old sketchbook. This is me in SVA. This is what I drew. So I'm flipping through it, and I noticed that the sketches were of people on the subway. I was like, is this on the subway? And he goes, yeah, yeah. You know, on your off time, you should always practice drawing people on the subway. And I was like, do you ask them? Like, that's weird. Like, do you get permission? He was like, no, I just like to draw people from life. Like, you're gonna get a variety of faces and shapes and different noses, different mouths, different, like, he's like, if you sketch on the subway, like, it's great practice. So I told him, like, remember who showed me about drawing people on the subway? Like I was like given that, you know, like I was inspired by him to do it, you know. And he was just like, he's like, nah, man, but I didn't take it to the levels you're taking it to. And I'm like, nah, but like you made, like, I told him, like, you made me, like, basically. I mean, I put in a lot of work, but he got me. I mean, I had to make the drawings, but he got me into school and got me, like, inspired me to do what I'm doing right now, which is nuts. Like, that was like given to me by the universe or something, you know, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really, I don't know, to me, man, that's what like life is all about. It's almost bringing me, it's emotional, it's bringing me to tears almost. I mean, it's such a beautiful story. And I love that. Like, you know, that's what this podcast is all about. Like,
Yeah.
To hear that story and be like, holy shit, my teachers really care about me, or like people in the world that I don't even know.
Yeah.
And, you know, want to like help me, you know.
Yeah.
Just like took you under his wing, man, just because, you know, you showed an interest, you were interested in it, you know. I love it, man. That's just so cool, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
God, you got reconnected with that guy, man, because you know, sorry. That
Yeah.
guy connected.
Sorry to make you cry.
It's just cool that, like, you know, it's just cool that he got to see your success.
Yeah.
He was a part in it, you know. So it's awesome, man.